with myself. The facilitator of change is when you declare, I'm sick and tired of being sick and weary of being. That's when you'll be able to say, no more excuses, no more excuses. I've never encountered a successful person who didn't have a strong sense of self-discipline in their lives. Self-discipline, the ability to perform, the ability to keep your life on track, the ability to maintain commitments and promises, and the ability to meet deadlines are all necessary for success. None of us can afford to live a life that is largely controlled by our emotions, or one that is controlled by someone else. Many years ago, I discovered that there are two types of people. There are many who will say, I will wait till I feel like it before I do it. Then there's the individual who says, I have to do it so that I feel like it. This person will never get anything done since they are still waiting for the right moment to act. The other individual, on the other hand, responds, no, I have to move. Then I will start to feel the moment. So if we are going to get things done, self-discipline is necessary in our lives. So this weekend, I've set a task for each of you. The task is simple. As you go through your weekend, which is presumably a more relaxed time of the week, ask yourself if you are practicing self-discipline in your life. Is it true that I'm doing the things I should be doing because I have to? Or am I just waiting to feel something? Wait a minute. If you don't already know it, live by it. There is no bigger or smaller mastery than mastering over oneself. Da Vinci is the name of the artist. Da Vinci accomplished incredible feats in his lifetime. I intended to do the same feat with mine. And if that is the game we are playing, if I can build my belief system, if I can choose to believe something at any time, that's more powerful than what I was believing before. And that this will manifest itself in my actions, allowing me to accomplish things I couldn't previously. Then there is the scene in the Matrix where Neo realizes he understands Kung Fu, which is as hilarious as it is. That's how I approach life. The most essential aim of my life, in my opinion, is to discover how many skills I can learn that are useful, and then to put those skills to use in the service of something higher than myself. Stop putting yourself in comparison to others. So first and foremost, you must quit focusing on other people. Instead, concentrate on becoming the best version of yourself possible. After that, you will realize that you've earned a seat at the large table with everyone else once you've achieved your full potential. Now that you've acknowledged that you have just as much right to success as anyone else, the next step is to learn how to talk the talk. You must learn to communicate effectively in the language of achievement, so you speak it fluently. Hang around with individuals who have achieved their goals and immerse yourself in the culture of success. Achievement, family members praying with them, as they cross over is the perfect scenario for a man or woman to die. But he said, picture being on your deathbed and being the ghost of your dreams, the ideas, the abilities, and the talents bestowed upon you by life, and that you, for whatever reason, never pursued those dreams, never acted on those ideas. You never put those skills to use. You use those gifts and they appear around your bed, enemies' angry eyes fixed on you, saying, we came to you because only you could have given us life, and now we have to die with you for the rest of our lives. And then there is the matter of what dreams you'd have if you died today. What are the ideas, abilities, books, music, leadership, and voice that will die with you? Miles Monroe is a fictional character, the greatest people on the earth, according to a great orator and speaker, are not in the Far East where there is oil in the ground. The diamond is not found in South Africa. He claimed that the graveyard is the richest site on the globe because there is greatness there that we have never seen before. You will discover that brilliance, genius, and potential never materialized. Perhaps that is why Henry David Thoreau wrote, "Oh God, to reach the threshold of death only to learn you have never lived." Maybe that's why the words were written by an anonymous author. What if you spend your entire life just to learn that it was all wrong? That you were supposed to do something else? But I'd like you to jot down some ideas and take some notes. And I want you to consider your objectives and dreams in the three categories of personal, professional, and social contribution that are outlined. How many of you are committed to achieving your goals and dreams? Please raise your hands. Thank you so much for everything. Now, how many of you don't want to go to your grave with your dreams? Please raise your hands. Excellent. Look them in the eyes and tell them to get out of their heads and into their greatness. That should be done right now. Get out of your head and step into your greatness. I say, I'd like you to jot down this information. Let us say together as we consider your aim and dreams. Please, in notes of it. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I've been an entrepreneur for more than 19 years. This is my 20th year. I could have been speaking and preparing for 19 years. But I spent 18 years living in my head. For 18 years, I didn't do anything. I used to listen to Zig Ziglar, whom I regarded as the world's best motivational speaker, and Tony Robbins. They are without a doubt the best of the planet. But Proctor is a fictional character. They are without a doubt the best on the planet. T.R. Deckert, Victor Hansen, Jack Canfield. I don't listen to all of them. And I had a conversation with myself in which my heart said, I can do it. My thoughts would then wonder, how would you do that, Master? And one of the things I can merely tell you is that as you consider your objectives and ambitious, we can all say in the spirit of honesty that if anyone can live their dream at any point in time, it is possible that I can live mine. And what I did was commit a blunder. When I look at my objectives and dreams, my mind said, how are you going to accomplish that? I switched gears from my heart to my head, and I stayed for 18 years. 18 years. I wonder I won't be able to relive those 18 years. Those years have passed, and I've made it my life purpose to help others and to quit procrastinating. How many of you have ever considered doing something you've always wanted to do? You, on the other hand, procrastinated. You managed to persuade yourself out of it. Please raise your hand. According to a proverb, if there is no adversary within, the enemy outside cannot harm us. So every day, as we consider our aims and dreams, we must persuade ourselves. We must sell ourselves on them. It's considerable. It's distracted every lecture, every workshop, every book I've ever read, and every speaker I've ever heard. What I used to think about myself. As you go through each day, everything you do is significant. As I reflect on my life at the age of 52, I realize that everything counts. It doesn't matter how you do something. It doesn't matter how you do everything. And I recognized that my decisions were influenced by how I regarded myself. Let us agree that it is vital. Make a note of it. It is necessary when you consider your objectives and desires. To change the story you think about yourself, you must have a strategy and a game plan in place. And as I realized, this is a continuous process, and a lot of people have it. What we do, achieve, and produce is a product of the tale we tell ourselves about ourselves. Be not conformed to this world, says my favorite book. Allow the renewal of your mind to transform you. As a result, as I began to work on myself, I realized that I was exiting one story and entering another. As I become more aware of certain things, there are still some things that I'm not aware of. So I'm still here. I'm still gaining weight. I'm still growing as a person. I am like the ladies who said, Lord, I am what I want to be, what I'm going to be, but thank God I'm not what I used to be. However, I recognize that you must work on yourself on a regular basis and write this down for mental attitude, mental mindset, and stamina, since things will happen to you. I don't think so, because many of them are like me. I believe that most people go to their graves with their talents, abilities, and skills. They didn't know and didn't think they did. I thought I understood myself, but I didn't. I've realized that sometimes individuals can lead you to places within yourself that you can't go on your own. The second reason was that I was terrified. I've never worked for a big company. I wanted to speak on behalf of businesses. I was worried I would be discovered. I was humiliated. I allowed my fear of failure to hold me back. And because I've never done it before, I assume I won't be able to accomplish it. I was paralyzing myself by believing and presuming the limiting portion of myself, rather than trusting that I, like you, had something unique to offer. If there's something you want to learn, don't let the fact that you don't know how to do it stop you. Something I heard appealed to me. You don't have to be great to begin, but you must begin in order to become great. Please lead and spread your wings on the way down. Take a look at the people who will make their aspirations come true. That is the 2% who will accomplish it. This is what they are, and make a note of it. Develop their ability to take risk. They are daredevils. They are unconcerned about failure. They are unafraid to make mistakes. They are willing to face life head on, to take it on the chin. This girl stated that if you are not willing to take risk, you will not be able to progress. And if you don't grow, you won't be able to achieve your full potential. And you can't be happy if you can't be your best. And what else is there if you can't be happy? Helen Keller's comment struck a chord with me. Life is short and uncertain. She said, eat the dessert first. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more motivational videos. Peace out.